After owning a business for 27 years and adopting technology 25 years ago, I want to share with you from the inside point of view why you should be starting to adopt using AI to help your business be more profitable and stop losing money. Inside this video, you're going to find about 6 or 7 areas that most businesses are losing money, including yourself. And I'll also provide you a solution on how to stop losing money. Because if you are going out on that wild, wild west road of being an entrepreneur for yourself, I want to say congratulations. And let's have you start out working smarter, not harder. So let's go. One of the first areas that I see businesses losing opportunity as well as revenue is not following up quick enough. In today's day and age, people want answers now, and even now is too slow. So I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like to work smarter and not harder. Now picture yourself not at work. Yes, I said picture yourself not at work. Because I want to also impress upon you that if you are going to work for yourself, you are definitely going to need to have life-work balance. So I might show you some AI. I might talk a little bit about software, but it's not software that you're really interested in, is it? It's show you how to make the money. So why listen to me? Because, yeah, all right, she says she's owned a business 27 years. Who cares? Well, how about this? When I say I was coming out of the gym, I use the system, I build with the system that I'm going to share with you today, and this is just one client. So think about what your line of work is right now. Are you a mechanic? Maybe you're a hairstylist. Are you a lawyer? Are you someone or an entrepreneur that wants to chase the high-ticket space? So think about that for a moment. What does that look like to you? And how much are you going to charge? And if you charge these prices, and again, my results are mine. They might not be typical, but they're real. It's really expensive to miss a phone call or a text. And this is why I get so excited about AI and wait for the next tip, because I'm going to show you something. And if you don't have this in your business, you need to get it, like today. And what does it look like if you respond too slow? Well, it looks like this. It looks like you have just become the very generous business owner that's down the street from your competition because, you know what? Imagine if they have voice AI. Now, what is voice AI? Well, let's take a look at it, because whoever responds to the customer quicker gets the money.
Hi there. Thank you for calling Anne-Marie Walts Marketing. This call is being recorded. My name is Chloe, and I'm Anne-Marie's AI voice agent. What is your reason for calling today?
Yeah, AI Chloe. I'm just kind of doing a demo right now, and can you tell my viewer why they need voice AI, but make it quick and snappy, because we're really busy.
Absolutely. Here's the quick hit. Never miss a lead. If you can't pick up, AI answers instantly and texts back. Faster bookings, captures name, number, email, and service details on the spot. Cuts phone chaos. Answers common questions so your team stays focused. 24/7 professional vibe.
Okay.
Consistent, friendly, branded service every time.
Excuse me. Can I interrupt?
Of course, go ahead.
If my viewer right now is really, really skeptical and maybe like borderline hates AI or dislikes it, what would you do to help them overcome that feeling so that maybe they're curious enough about it to try it?
Totally get the skepticism. Here's how I'd ease it. Fast. Start with control. You set the script, approvals, and when AI steps in. Nothing rogue. Keep it human first. AI handles repeats and after hours. Real people do the nuanced stuff. Show, don't sell. Run a short trial on missed calls only. Measure,
oh,
answered,
thank you.
Captured, revenue tied.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you. Now, that is unscripted. That is voice AI, and that's what you need in your business. And what's really great now is that in my other videos, I do show a more in-depth, like how to set it up, so you want to check that out. You don't have to worry about the AI being dumb, because just like you would train your employee, you would need to train your AI, which is also going to bring me to what's probably going to answer your next question of, what do I do to be able to set all this? In one of my other tutorials, which is over an hour and a half long, it goes into depth more about the platform. And FYI, I happen to use HighLevel. Now, to cut through any of the overwhelm or the skepticism or concerns, The wonderful thing that I happen to love about HighLevel is the level of support that they provide, and they provide it 365 days a year. And lean in. They do it through Zoom, of all things. You literally can start a Zoom call with them, and they'll get on with you to sort your problem, answer your questions, and they never close. There's high-level courses, and when you stick around for my bonuses, you're going to be able to get something extra special. They have a Facebook group, but I too also have my own community. And then you can stay up on what's current with what's going on with the announcements. And by far, I have to say that one of my all-time favorite things happens to be the HighLevel events. They're live, they're in person. They have them not only here in the United States, but they're in London. I went to London I wanted to see was the event just as good across the ocean, and it was. So they are there to support you, to make sure that you get sorted out with being able to set up tech, especially if you're not tech savvy. But the system is very simple to use as long as you take things step by step and you ask for help. Another area that businesses need to be able to become more profitable is by choosing the right solutions and platforms that can help your business move the needle forward. And that also comes by cutting costs. Where can you cut costs? Well, first of all, if you happen to be using multiple different types of platforms for maybe email marketing or text messaging, the beauty about being able to use HighLevel is that it does bring everything all under one roof. And then this is where I get excited to be able to share with you the next thing that you get because you're watching this video. You are going to get a 30-day free trial that's by invite only because I happen to be a sponsored HighLevel affiliate. And if you do go on beyond the trial, just so that I'm FTC compliant, I will get a small commission, but no charge to you. But what's really great about being able to get a free HighLevel trial that's 30 days is that through this invitation only, it's extended to 30 days because normally this would only be a 14-day trial. So that's one way to start off your fix and solution for being able to lower your costs, because the fact that they give a 30-day trial and you have access to the state-of-the-art AI-powered CRM, it has so much that you have got to check out my other video where I go into depth about it. This is a highlight video just to have a bit of a conversation, just to show you that you don't have to try to struggle after hours by living on your phone, answering questions, and you're missing maybe your kid's game, or you're just not spending quality time with your loved ones. Because the thing about this is it isn't so much that we're having a conversation about software, even though I'm showing you software, is that I know from owning a business that you need to have your personal time, and you need to have your personal time be your personal time. And I just would really love for you to be inside my community because I love sharing more about boundaries and policies, because when you have strong personal time and you have your boundaries set up for your personal time, then you can become more efficient and more impactful within your business, especially when you have AI in there helping you as a sidekick. So this way you can automate and work smarter, build smarter, work more intentionally. And so that is also the reason why. That's the reason why you have nothing to lose by just trying a 30-day trial. And so as I move on, let's talk about the other thing that is really important for you to have within your business, and that is going to be knowing and having a pulse on what is your reputation online. What are you doing as a business owner to get more reviews? Have you even thought about it? Or in some instances, I know some businesses are kind of they're like, oh, I don't even want to ask for a review because people can be hostile out there. You'd rather do this. But the fact of the matter is that with this system, you can even not stress as much because the AI can actually be able to ask for reviews, follow up with reviews, and it takes a lot of that extra, I'd say, mundane tasks off your plate. And then again, when you have the AI help you as an assistant to your sales team, they could then become more beneficial to you for being able to have them focus on what their tasks are that they are better at doing. Because imagine taking your employees, really focusing in on what their strengths are. Imagine doing that. Take your employee and give them the tasks that they're really good at, and then delegate the little stuff to AI. What a concept, right? But I got to tell you, it works. And on the topic of onboarding, I have used so many softwares over the decades, and typically it's been my experience that I've been charged anywhere between $250 to $500 just to have that onboarding service. This is also another highlight where I can give props as a testimonial to being not only a high-level customer, I also use it as an agency. Yes, I use it as an affiliate, but there's those 3 different ways that you can use HighLevel. There's probably even more, but that the onboarding value that they provide is immensely valuable, because they give you the 30-day trial, they give you 365 days of Zoom support, and again, it's worth repeating, I've never worked with another company that provided that much support. And so when it comes to being concerned about that, once you're on the inside of your HighLevel account, you're going to experience that there's even a walkthrough tutorial as soon as you even set things up. So you don't have to feel overwhelmed. In fact, I can tell you can feel supported. One of my favorite things about this platform is how centralized the contact area is. And just FYI, these are not real customers for the sake of the video. I just wanted to be able to put some contacts in here just for demo sake. But over here, what you have is all your contact information all in the one location. Over the course of my time being with HighLevel, I have seen immense changes, and there is so much AI that's baked into the system that it just makes my job so much easier, and it'll make your job easier too. You can think of Ask AI as the central brain, and if you've used any other type of AI such as ChatGPT, Claude, and some of the common AIs that are out there, what's really nice now is that you can have the power of having AI at your fingertips. One of my favorite things that I love on the inside of HighLevel happens to be Ask AI. You can think of Ask AI as your sidekick and your creative brain. It can help you write emails. It can help book appointments for you. It acts as a sidekick, task manager. It's incredible. The other thing that is one of my favorite areas for HighLevel is the communication pane. So what this is that once you have some of text messages coming in from your contacts, and these are just dummy contacts, just FYI, but we'll click on one. And so now we're in the area where you can send a text message to this particular client. You would be able to send email, WhatsApp, you could even request payment. And then over here, you're going to find you can make notes. This is where your appointments would be. You can add documents and just be able to manage everything about every new customer or sales lead. And it just saves so much time. It's also excellent for, I had a customer last week who I hadn't seen in 2 years, and to be able to have the information just at your fingertips to be able to just pick up a conversation where you left off is amazing. There's also opportunities. So if you are running a sales team, you can set up a pipeline and take advantage of being able to know where each client is in the stage of a project that you are working on. There's also the ability to take payments. And it integrates with various different payment providers. So we'll go here. And under the payments tab, you're going to see that there's estimates, invoices. If there's also digital documents, contracts, this is where your orders would be. You can even create subscription payment links. You can create products that you can sell online. You can create coupons, gift cards, and there's a bunch of different integrations. And these are the different partners, payment partners that HighLevel happens to integrate with. And then I already demoed what it was like to talk to my AI agent, but again, it's worth repeating. This is where you can really take care of not losing any customers. You don't want to lose the customers. And the next area that's one of my absolute favorites is the marketing department, because just in the marketing department alone, this is worth starting the trial. You can connect all your social planners, all your social channels inside the social planner, and you can schedule your posts. Yeah, you can create your emails. There's countdown timers. There's just so much in here that you just need to experience it for yourself. The other part of the AI brain within the platform happens to be the marketing workflows. And the big thing that I cannot stress enough is that you don't have to set this up yourself. And the beauty about it is that when you do start a trial with me, you're going to get some extra bonuses when it comes to marketing. And then HighLevel also has snapshots or pre-built systems. So depending on what your professional trade is and what your business is, currently there's already 70 something systems already made. So you can literally within 30 days get your system up running and get to work. There's also websites in here. So if you want to create a new website, you can. You can either do it with AI, or there's already over 1,000 pre-made templates that are in here for a bunch of the different professions, and they're really easy to install. And then how about a membership? Maybe you're a coach. Maybe you want to set up courses. And again, maybe you want to set up your own community, right? Because not everything has to live on the major platforms. You could wind up building out your own brand. And then next, there's media storage. So you can also have all of your media. It even connects to Canva. How about that? And I'm sure you're probably using Canva. And then I talked earlier about how important it is to have a good reputation online. And this is where AI can come in. And once you have this set up, it can ask for the reviews. There's also a new feature about video testimonials. So when you get a very happy customer and they're comfortable enough to go on camera, they can leave you a nice video review. There's also different types of reporting in here that you can customize. If you like to run ads, there's Google ads, there's meta ads for reports, and then attribution's really important. So this way you know where your leads are coming in from. There's a call reporting, there's an agent report, which is great if you have a sales team. So this way you know who's on the leaderboard, how they're performing. There's also an appointment report, lets you know how many appointments are booked, confirmed, canceled, new, showed, no showed, invalid, or even have rescheduled. And then there happens to be the HighLevel marketplace. So if you are looking for other features that you want to be able to plug into, there's a whole bunch of other vendors that plug in to the AI powered CRM to make your customized dashboard even that much more powerful, and you can go through that. And then lastly, but not least, there's also a mobile app, which I had touched on that. And so you can even download the mobile app in the Play Store. That comes with it. And there's also the opportunity that if you wanted to be able to white label your own app so that it has your logo on it, you could do that as well. So when it comes to, say, the agency view, that's where if you decide that you want to be the vendor, you could be a white label vendor to help businesses not lose money. I have another video for that. When it comes to having AI in your business, I've demoed how it is that it can answer your phone and just touched on just even a little bit of what HighLevel can do, which is a lot. I can share with you that when you comment below free trial, you're going to get something that only those of you that comment free trial are going to get. Check out the video that I made last week about voice AI, and then be sure to subscribe so that you get the notification for my upcoming tutorial that I'll go into more detail about HighLevel. And thank you for watching.